Chat, today we have some special stuff lined up. We have egg_IRL lined up. And if you guys don't know what egg_IRL is, I mean, just click off the video. You don't want to become me. Egg_IRL is just basically like, it's a meme subreddit where people post about how they're in denial from being trans. So if you think you're trans, stay here. Maybe you can find out. And if you don't think you're trans, you might end up becoming queer. I'm joking. Play normal games? Nah. Play Celeste, but turn into a girl?
That, on the other hand, yes.
I just find it so funny how us as trans people have taken control of games. Fallout New Vegas, that's our game. Celeste, we own it, okay? Nobody can take it away from us. If they did, they'd have to start like a civil war. Please tell me, how can I know I'm trans or not? Watch the Efren broadcast. To be honest, I stay up some nights wondering what I am. I don't wonder if I'm trans or not, because here's the thing. If your ass is sitting down like that, wondering if you're a trans person, the most likely situation is that you're a trans motherfucker. The issue is what are you within being trans? For me, I still don't fucking know. So I totally have all the answers. Sometimes you gotta see a therapist, and sometimes you just gotta be patient. These answers, they come in time. Fantasizing about being a cute girl and being jealous of lesbians is perfectly cis behavior, right? You know what? I agree with you. Dreaming about lesbians is perfectly cis. Fantasizing about lesbians is perfectly cis. Being a lesbian is perfectly cis. Just straight up being trans is perfectly cis. This person's favorite subreddits. Some real variety here. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that this guy is a cis man. Nesto pegs. There's so much new ones now. I'm not up to date on all the trans subreddit lore. Dude, I used to be in every single one. Now, this is a totally cis manly man right here who's in these subreddits. Dear God, turn me into a girl. I will be good for real, for real. Like, I'm not even joking. I've unironically asked God to turn me into a woman. Remember, like, this is my story. I was at my dad's house, and then all of a sudden it dawned over me. Like, I don't know what it was. I think I had just been watching Disney. It was Queen Ursula. She tainted me. But no, seriously, I was at my Christian dad's house. I didn't know trans people existed like that. So I literally asked God to be a girl. I sat on the couch, I laid down, I put a pillow on my face, and I chanted over and over again, I want to be a girl. You know what? Maybe it worked. Or it's just really sad. That was my egg crack story. Oh geez, remember the military video? Dad comes home from the military. The trans daughter is expecting him to be super mad, but then the dad completely accepts them. That was actually really sweet. That was kind of an egg crack moment for me. Can't lie. Visualizing in the mirror the woman I want to become. Unironically, when I look in the mirror and I'm visualizing the woman I want to become, I see Batman. I'm joking. I see Batwoman. No, I see myself. I see what I want to become, what I want to look like. You know what I mean? Me, but the girl from class of '09. Do most trans people like imagine themselves becoming anime woman? I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing if most trans people are imagining themselves in 2 years as a woman. And then it's just like Noelle from Black Clover. Realistic gender goals? Her, on the other hand, yep. We were literally unironically just making a joke about unrealistic transition goals. Like becoming anime characters. I don't know. I hope you're able to get there. Wait, normal ways of affirming yourself? No. Create a Stardew Valley version of yourself with all the qualities you want? Yes. Earlier we were talking about the games we own. We own Stardew Valley too. But anyway, I wanted to comment on this Drake meme because we've been using this Drake meme for a while, and I'm going to make the polite suggestion to stop using it. I think we can retire it now. We don't need to be using Drake anymore. Why is figuring out gender so hard? I want a refund. What are you gonna get a refund on? What would the refund be? You love my fit? Thank you so much. This actually isn't the updated Abby. Like my SO, she made like a really nice avatar for me. So this is my actual new avatar, and it's got like a bunch of stuff on it. Thing is, it's only meant to be used for face tracking. So just for now, we're gonna be still using this one. Can I start treatment already? I'm done obsessively questioning and doubting myself on my own. I strictly advocate for not just jumping straight into the process. I'm sorry, I just started laughing at like the punching in the background, like her punching the wall. I'm so sick of the 2-year wait period on HRT. I'm going to overthrow the government. These are the types of thoughts that trans people have, okay? There shouldn't be any overthrowing the government, even though I agree. I'm actually trans. I can finally be happy and live my life as a guy. But that means I'd have to suffer through transphobia and homophobia instead of being treated like a cis and heterosexual person. Wait, even if I chose not not to transition at all, I would still have to suffer through dysphoria and misogyny on a daily basis. I was born into a world that was never made for me. I love how the reaction went from happy about this is me, 2021, happy, thinking about it a little bit more, a little less happy, 2023, me, and that's me at the bottom, 2024. What are we supposed to do? It is what it is. Yeah, we're just living. Like, we have our own little pockets on the internet. We have our own little communities. They're fun there. If we just stay in our own little world, it's almost like transphobia doesn't exist. I've mastered the art of cope. Anyway, all right, I'm just gonna jump straight in to all of this. The thing about Logan Paul is he's a crypto scammer, right? CoffeeZilla basically toasted his ass across the entire internet. Even after all that, I was like, Logan Paul's a scumbag. But I was like, at least he's not transphobic like everyone else, though. The reason why I thought that is because he was super pro gay rights, super pro gay marriage. He defended on his podcast multiple times before. And so I legit didn't think Logan Paul was transphobic. His ass tweeted this. This is the purest form of evil unfolding right before our eyes. A man was allowed to beat up a woman on a global stage. This delusion must end. What irks me about this is that Logan Paul did not do the slightest bit of research, because this woman that he's talking about is a cis woman, right? She has a naturally higher level of testosterone occurring in her body, but she was still born a woman and she identifies as a woman. It's a simple fact that the chick couldn't take the punch. Instead of saying that, we have people doubling down. She's not like, you know, traditional good looking little white girl. And because she's not that, she must be trans. This sort of attitude is leading to like transvestigation across the board with multiple women who are actually just born women. So the motherfucker did take down his post. Oopsies, I accidentally scammed people out of millions of dollars. Oopsies, I accidentally filmed a bunch of dead people in a suicide forest. Like, this guy is the worst of the worst. He says, oopsies, I might be guilty of spreading misinformation along with the entirety of the app. Now, here's what actually happened. Like, he's doing like the same thing as Elon as it relates to he's just pandering to the right to get somebody to like him. And it's just ridiculous. Although she's been previously disqualified for failing a gender test and has XY chromosomes, some sources say that Iman Khaleft was born a biological woman. He doesn't even have the dick and balls enough to say, oh, she's a woman. He goes, some sources say, you know what I mean? It's just fake.